Taurus, this is Leah with Half Moon Tarot. I will be doing your December 2022 reading. I've already meditated over the cards and asked that Spirit bring whatever is necessary for what you need to know, you need to hear, expect, and be prepared for, okay? So, in the meditation, the Six of Cups comes out, followed by the Queen of Cups, followed by the Chariot card, okay? And for some of my Tauruses, this is going to be a month of reflection, a month of gratitude in what it is that you are reflecting on. It is going to be a month of seeing how far you've come this year. Or it might not be the year. It might be the last few months, the last 6 months, the last 2 months, the last 2 days, okay? There has definitely been a shift in perspective. There's been a shift in this feels like emotional maturity, not letting things that would bother you before, not letting them bother you now. It just feels like there is some type of maturity that has come from the entire experience of the year, okay? The Queen of Coins really stands out to me, as well as the Chariot, because the Chariot is a major card, right? But the Queen of Coins really stands out to me because it talks about choice, okay? And how the Queen of Coins, when given a choice, you never know what she's going to choose, but she's definitely, don't think that it's something that she chose quickly, right? She has definitely sat back. She's weighed out the pros and cons of her choices, even if it feels like it is a matter of moments since the choice has been presented to her and she makes a decision quickly. Believe me, it was not a quick decision. Okay, this is something that Taurus has been thinking about, and if the opportunity presented itself, then they would proceed with it. Okay, but going back into choice, Taurus, you made the choices. You made the decision to become more emotionally mature. You've made the decision to be in a successful state that you are now. And it may not be a tangibly successful state, although the Queen of Coins tells me that it is. But even if it's not a tangible state of success for you, mentally it might be a state of success for you. Like, I don't even allow things to flood my brain anymore. If I make a decision, I am loyal to that decision and I don't think about what could be. I don't have a lot of mind chatter going on anymore. It's just like you have hit a point of focus, Taurus, that you can really see how far you've come. It's a measurable change, okay? And it all stems from the choices that you've made until now. Now, I say this, other people, the cross watchers may be watching this and being like, that sounds easy. Just making the choices that are going to get me to the next level. Make the choices that are going to make me more mature. Make the choices that are going to make me more experiential. Make the choices that are going to bring me peace. But Taurus, going through that process, you know for sure that it hasn't been something easy. There have been a lot of sacrifices and compromises that you've had to make. Even when everything inside you wanted to rage out, you made the choice not to, and it turned out to be the best choice. The other choice would have given you instant gratification, but now that we can reflect back on it, the choice that you made in those sacrifices and in compromising, you can see how it has paid off in the long run. Okay, so that's the meditation, Taurus. Let's see about what December 2022 has in store for you. All the queens are showing up for you, Taurus. Okay, so the reading starts off with the Eight of Cups, followed by the Ace of Cups, followed by the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is definitely speaking to emotions and reflecting and really trying to make sense. I think that when we are in an emotional state, we're trying to make sense of our external world, right? We're trying to make sense of how we fit into that external world. And I think that for some of my Tauruses, it has been a cycle of these same emotions, maybe with the same people, maybe with the same situation, maybe with the same season, right? So like seasonal depression, or being in a long-term relationship or family ship or friendship. Okay, so it's been a cycle of these emotions that come around quite often, and it was up to you, Taurus, to reflect on it and being like, wait a minute, I'm responding in an emotional way, but this feels familiar. Like this happens all the time. Now let me reflect on it. Let me figure out what those triggers are, right? Those triggers could be a situation, a person, place, a thing, a season. Okay. And really looking at that and being like, no, I got to find balance in this, right? Because I can't continue to be in a space of like stress, anxiety, sadness, depression, manic, questioning who I am as a person and the things that I do for you, or walking on eggshells. Something has to give because I have to be in a state of peace, right? So there are some things, going back into the meditation, that you've sacrificed, that you've compromised on in order to get to that next level of peace, right? Knowing that this person is my best friend, like I consider this person my best friend, and these emotions continuously cycle around this person. My sacrifice is them, even though they make me at most times feel comforted. But when I don't feel comforted, when I don't feel safe around this person, it's bigger than the most times that they make me feel comforted. That whole situation is bigger than the quantity of time that I have put into this relationship, right? So I have to make a sacrifice and cut this person off because I have to be in my peace, right? I got to find this balance because I'm allowing these emotions to run me. And that is not the way that a sane person lives their life. They don't lead with emotion, okay? Because emotions are assumptions, okay? And it's like, I'm tired of, I'm just tired. I'm just tired, right? So then the Queen of Swords comes in, and the Queen of Swords talks about cutting people in places and situations off. It talks about really speaking out the words that are going to bounce off of things and come back to you. Whatever you say, will be reflected. It's all about reflection with you, Taurus, from the beginning of the meditation till now. It's like knowing that something is coming back to you. There was a reflection of the mind in the meditation, right? So we're going back to all of the sacrifices that we've made and the choices that we've made in order to get to where we are now and how far we've come, right? So I am reflecting back. Now it's saying that the words that I speak out, I know that they're going to reflect back. So what I don't want them to do is lead with emotion. I don't want them to lead with assumptions or accusations. I want them to lead logically. So now we're coming into a space of being more logical with our words, more intentional with the things that we say and who we say them to, right? The Queen of Swords is not about keeping a secret or keeping a mask on when you're talking to different people. It's just being aware and intentional of the words that you're using, period. Whether you're speaking to a close relative, a loved one, a partner, a boss, a stranger off the street, you are speaking very intentional, and you're knowing that the words that you use are a reflection of your emotional state. They will come back to you as a reflection of who you are as a person, right? And how you are perceived as a person, which is also swords, how we perceive things. And it's just like, I'm gonna be straight up and down with my words, but the intention is not to cut deep. The intention is to bring balance. Is to make sure that I am at peace once I say it. And when I say it, I have to say no more. Okay? Clear, conscious communication. Ace of Swords comes out, followed by the Six of Coins. So the Ace of Swords comes out, and with it being in between the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it lets me know that there was internal dialogue, right? There was some new internal dialogue that made you feel like, am I crazy? Y'all ever had that internal dialogue? Like, am I crazy? What am I not understanding? Right? Which was the key to becoming a little bit more emotionally mature moving forward, right? So, with this Ace of Swords, you might have been in a very emotional situation, right? So somebody lied on you, and somebody might have lied on you. There could have been whatever situation where it doesn't feel like your side of the story has been heard, right? When you finally get to tell your side of the story, it doesn't feel like it makes sense to the outside world why you would be so emotional about the situation, which is the kickstart to the internal dialogue saying, am I crazy? Like, why isn't anybody on my quote unquote side, right? Why doesn't anybody have an understanding of why I feel the way I do? Right? No one communicates with me on anything as much as I try to communicate with them, right? That's the walking on eggshells part. And it's like you're that jump starts the am I crazy, which jump starts the I'll never be in that position again. If I gotta cut all this whole piece of my life out, I will never be in that position again. And I will be impeccable with my word. I will stand up for myself. I will make sure that I am understood in a way that is more logical and non-emotional. And I think that is where you are reflecting on now, Taurus. You've made a transition into that mindset, and that is something that you could celebrate, okay, for the year. Because that shit just don't happen overnight, okay? The Six of Coins comes in, and traditionally the Six of Coins talks about like charity work and doing all of those things. And if that's not the thing, Taurus, I think that this has shown you that you are your own hero, okay? That no matter what, if you stand for something that's morally sound, that is for the goodness of all, you realize that there are some people that are still going to have an issue with that, right? And that is okay. I think the Six of Coins comes in and it's like, I am going to contribute to something that is morally sound. I am going to contribute to something that is going to be in the progress of people, that is going to be in the progress of mental health, that is going to be in the progress of emotional maturity, that is going to be in the progress of me, so that I can create this domino effect in the pathway that I walk, right? So I'm going to be my own hero, and I'm going to be the hero for the people unintentionally. And not everybody has to get on board with it, right? And that's where I take the charity part into play from the traditional Six of Coins, right? The charity part. It's like, I'm doing something for someone or a situation or something that other people would consider to be a waste of time, okay? Or they don't agree with. I don't agree with you cutting off all those people. I don't agree with you saying whatever it is you said, and you standing 10 toes down in what it is that you believe is morally sound. That is in a logical way, not an emotional way, in a logical way, right? So that you can become the individual that you are meant to be, right, Taurus? You're not the individual to run in the group, to run in packs, right? You don't need to be popular. You're just gonna do your own thing. And I think that that emotional side of you needs to match the logical mental side of you in order for you to really be a powerhouse. And that Six of Coins comes in and says, you can be a powerhouse, but don't go with the crowd, because then you won't learn a lot about you. Okay? You won't learn how you could be the powerhouse that you have the ability to be. The last cup is the Three of Cups. The last card is the Three of Cups. And this is all about celebrating, right? This is all about celebrating. And this right here takes me back into the Six of Coins, because the Six of Coins comes in with this card on top of it saying, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. You are going to be more at peace, more in an emotional state of bliss, if you take that internal dialogue and work it into a reflection, right? That internal dialogue that we're reflecting on these situations that have brought me into this main thing, right? And asking someone for help about it. Help me understand. Help me to gain perspective from your angle as to why this is the way that it is, so that I won't blow up, so I won't be upset because of assumptions, because of miscommunication. Okay? So we have the ability to be in bliss, Taurus, but there has to come a place in December where we're really in a reflective state of, wow, I've really come a long way. I've come a long way, right? And it's to bump that up to the next level and take it even further in 2023. Now we're asking for the feedback, the different perspective, right? Even if it is something that we're scared to know the answers to, right? Yeah. Even if it's in a space where we're scared to know the answers to the question or the communication or the perspective. But I think that when we start to become open, when we learn a little bit more about ourselves, or we learn a little bit more about a situation and we see it from a different perspective, we gain quality relationships and connections. Okay? Quality. All right, Taurus, that has been your December 2022 reading. Drop down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. And I'll see y'all next month. Bye.